Okay, let's start with today's live session. And hello, everyone, and good evening in the live chat. Okay, before starting, we are done with phase one, phase two. Today is the phase three, and the complete sequel is divided into 8 phases. Okay, so let's have a quick recap what we have covered in session two, and then we are jumping on to the today's topic. So this is a quick recap that we have already covered the aggregated functions, which is nothing but count, sum, average, min, and max, group by, summarize by categories, and having, it's nothing but filtering groups. And of course, we have already seen where, which filters rows. Okay. So I'm Nilesh Maurya, software engineer, the founder of codewithnm, and your educator. Today we are going to learn one of the most important skill in all of SQL, which is nothing but joins. If you have been with me since session 1, welcome back. If you are new, don't worry, I will explain everything from scratch, but I would recommend watching session 1 and 2 first, since we build on them today. So everything so far worked on one table, but real companies never store everything in a single table. That's today's big idea is all about. So this is the today's agenda, the roadmap. So first we will be creating the second table, and then we will be seeing all type of joins, which is inner join, left join, right join, union, and of course, as I've already promised from my previous session, we will be having practice corners. We'll be continuing that. 3 problems, 1 business use case, 3 interview questions on today's topic. And as far as time goes, I will be solving this all with you, or else I will giving it to you all as a homework in my Discord. So make sure you join the Discord, and the link is in the live chat in the pin comment. Got addicted to your session watching since Python live, and thank you so much for the compliment. I'm taking it as a compliment, and I'm just making sure that you all grow together and be a Python developer. If you're since joining me as a Python or want to be a data analyst, you be a data analyst, SQL engineer, or data scientist, which will be my next roadmap, next thing in my roadmap, and then ML, and of course AI, and then how to create LLM apps. Okay, so let's understand this. Today's topic is joins and why joins matter. And just apologies, my camera is not working, that's why I'm not on the camera, but uh, that is not more important is how we are grasping this SQL things. Okay, so imagine your employees table only store a department name like sales, but where is sales located, what its budget, that info doesn't belong in the employees table, it belongs in its own department's table. Joins let us connect two table. Key pointers: splitting data into multiple related tables avoids repeating the same info over and over, and this is called normalization. Just by heart this word, this is known as normalization. A join combines rows from two or more tables. What does joins do? Joins combine rows from two or more, two or more tables based on matching columns. This is number one skill that separates I know select from I can actually work with real company data. Let's take a real world example. Think of two Excel sheet, one with employee info, one with department info. We look up in Excel pulls matching data from another sheet. A join in SQL does the exact same thing but more powerful. Okay, so let's jump into the practical hands-on knowledge, and let's start with the department by creating the department table. So let me open my workbench, and I hope now you all know how to open it. So from session 1 I'm using the same data. I've already have created my DB, which is company DB, and the table is the employees, but today we will be creating the another table which is known as department, because uh, learning SQL is not about handling one data inside one table. It's nothing but schema. Table is also known as schema. So in real world you will be working with many or n number of schemas or tables, and they will be linked, or you need to find the relation, or after finding the relation you need to run certain queries. So first thing first, let's select our DB itself. So to select the DB, it's nothing but use company underscore DB semicolon, and let's execute this. And I think this basic step everyone now know if you are joining my session 1. And how you know a DB has been selected, see this got highlighted, this company DB got highlighted in bold. Now let's create another table inside the same DB. One DB can hold n number of tables. Okay, so we can create n numbers of table inside one DB. So let's create another table. Simply to create table, it's create table and the name of the table. So the table name I'm giving is departments. Okay, and also we need to define the parameters within it. Parameters is nothing but the columns. So the column first thing first I'm giving is the department name. So department underscore name, this is my first column name inside the table, and it will hold the name only. So it will be where is nothing but the strings in Python, and the size I'm giving it to 50, and the name will be, I'm making it as a primary key. Okay, the second thing I'm creating location, and of course location is also, if you're creating in Python, it will be a string. At the end I will be creating budget, and budget should be in int because it is a numerical number, whole number. Okay, so this is new table I'm going to create, and focus on this area before I execute the query. Focus on this area, and most probably under table, focus on under table we have employees. Once I execute this, you will also have a department. So let's execute this, and below here is the terminal output. So first it executed, it has a green tick. I'm not sure if it is visible on screen, and the second one is also green. We have run only 2 queries, but again it is not reflecting over here. So why it is not reflecting? Because we are not refresh. So this is the button to refresh. Let's click on it, and now you can see the department 2 over here. Okay, I think this is clear, and it is very easy now if you have followed session 1 and session 2, means my live 1 and live 2. Okay, now we have created the table, and with the column name as department underscore name, location, and of course the budget. 3 columns we have created in the table. Now let's put some value. Let's insert some value into our table and create some rows. Okay, so to do it, it's simple. The query is insert into and insert into table name. Our table name is departments. Okay, and of course we need to mention the column name. department under scope name. This was the first column name. Then second was the location. Third was the budget. Sometimes I call it as budget. When I was kiddo, I was in school. I was in Xavier School in Mumbai. So I used to pronounce budget as budget. So first data is the department name. So department name is nothing but sales is the department name. The location is, I'm giving Mumbai as a location. And the next thing is the budget. So budget I'm giving something, I think let's give 5 lakhs. Okay. Confirm in the chat it is 5 lakh or not. Okay, now next we will be just having few more datas, and make sure the column name or the column we have created while time of creating the tables. First for name, second was location, third was budget. So similarly, while time of inserting into the same department, which is a table name, it should be in the same format, and of course the values should be in the same format also. Okay, so let's continue. Let's have the another thing is marketing. I think we have marketing, and let's place marketing in Delhi, and the budget should be 3 lakh. The next I'm going with IT department, and of course if you all know, the IT department should be in Bangalore, because Bangalore is the Silicon Valley of India, if you all don't know. Next is finance, and finance capital is nothing but, I think you all know about this. Finance is nothing but Mumbai is the finance capital of India. And the last is, let's say, HR, and I will be placing HR in Delhi. So this is my own data. You can have your own what we can say locations. Okay, so we have completed it, and now if I execute this, it will have all these values into departments. So let's execute this. So we have an error, and let's try to fix it. What is the error over here? So if you are new here, I purposely generate errors for the viewers or the students or the learners who are seeing it, because if I give you all correct code, all right code, everything well, and if you try it offline, you will generate an error, and then you will be going on Google or using AI and everything to debug it or solve it. Okay, this is not how you will become a software engineer. If the error is being generated in your system, you read the error patiently. Don't just get hyper while seeing the red errors and everything else on the red part. You should love red part, then only you will be a software engineer, because that increase your debugging skills. So error code is 1064. That is the basic error code you will always see in SQL, and then try to go through each and every line or each and every words and anything else. If you missed out comma or the single quotes or brackets or anything else, if you missed out, you can go through it and then fix it. So I missed out the semicolon over here at the end, and I purposely did it. And then if I execute it, you can see now it is green and it has successfully executed. Okay, if you want to see the data inside the department, you can see the column names, and we can do select star from department. You will be seeing all those data. Okay, if you want, I can do it. And the people those who are doing it live with me, give me a thumbs up till here we are on the same page. So make sure your code is not working absolutely correct. It should generate an error, and then you should go through the error and uh, should be able to solve it without taking Google's or anything, any other AI help. Okay, so this is recently I've created the department and we have inserted the value which is department, location and budget, and you can see it, we have successfully created. Okay, now this is the trickier part I'm going to play. Let's also add one employee whose department isn't in this table. Okay, so I will add one new employee in employees table, and I will also show you that table and what data it holds. And I will be adding that particular employee. Let's take an example, Mira. I will add Mira, and she will not fall under finance, HR, IT, marketing, sales, any of this department. I will be adding her into some new department which we don't have that particular department into a departments table or else in employees table. Before that, let me show you the employees table. What is employees table is holding. Okay, so here is our employees table, and it has employee ID, first name, last name, department, salary and hire date. Okay, so means if I want to insert something into employees table, I need to provide employee ID, first name, last name, department, salary and hire date. So let's do that quickly. Insert into employees, and of course first was employee underscore ID, first name, comma, of course last name, of course comma, then it was department, and I'm not guessing it, I'm seeing it from the output. Here is the output I'm seeing from here, and then I'm typing it. So this is not a guesswork, everything is logic in world of software engineering. There is nothing called magic over here. Okay, so I'm done with this, and then the keyword is values, all caps, and then I will add only one value, so we can do it on the same line, and 9 because employee ID is int, it is an int, and then Mira, the name Mira is a string, that's why a single quote is required. The last name of Mira is Joshi, and the department, I need to give the department which doesn't exist, so I'm creating an operation department. The salary will be 42,000, and let's say she got hired on 2026 first of, okay, 10th of Jan, let's say 10th of Jan she got hired on 10th of Jan. Let's execute this. Okay, if there is an error, we can fix it. So what is the error? Again the semicolon. Okay, now you should all guess it what I'm doing wrong, and you can tell me. Okay, you debug it. Now also it is giving us an error. See, let me highlight that error. Okay, the error, it says unknown column emp id in field list. Okay, so there is a typo emp I. Let me fix that quickly. So if you read the error patiently, you will able to solve it. Now it is fine, it's added the Mira. So let me just select star from employees. This is I'm doing for the confirmation that Mira, let's see the last 9 employee Mira Joshi operation 42,000, she has been added successfully. Okay, now department, that department, let me also have that department first over here. I think you all have seen the employees data. Let also see the department data. So now if you see here in the output, in the department name, we have finance, we have HR, we have IT, we have marketing, we have sales, has 5 rows. Okay, and notice over here, let me go back to that. Okay, first over here only, you won't be able to see operations, you won't be able to see operations. Yes, and this is it operations doesn't exist in department table, and department table is another table, our employees is another table. So let's go on to employees again and also see its data. If you understand this too, then only you will understand many things. Okay, so here also if you see here in this data, the department, under department we have operations, but in department table we don't have operations. Of also notice here nobody is in any department except our five, which that five we have in the departments. Only Mira is in operations. And here I did this on purpose because here I can now demonstrate the difference between the joins which are inner joins, left join and right join. Okay, here now we will use and I will demonstrate the power of inner join, left join and right join. But for that we need two tables. So we have created two table. Of course we need this extra Mira's data, which operations, she is in operations department, but in department table there is nothing called as department name as operations. Okay, so we will be starting with, okay, so first we will be starting with inner join. Inner join returns only the rows that match in both the table. Understand this, understand with the help of the diagram. So we have two tables, one is department, one is employee, one is employee, one is department, and this is the match data between them. So inner joins returns only the rows that match in both the table. If an employee's department isn't in the department tables or a department has no employees, those get left out. Understood this? What I have said is Mira is the employee. Mira is there in employees table. Yes, but her department is nothing but operations, which is absent in department table. So she will be left out. Understood? This is the first thing. And the second thing, that out of that five department, if that five department isn't associated with or any employee is not in those five department, those will also be left out. In simple words, let me quickly jump to the workbench. Like we have Arav Sharma as sales and other things. For example, let's take Arav Sharma was in HR department, or else Arav Sharma is not in any of the department, then Arav Sharma data will be left out. And similarly, Meera Joshi will also be left out. She is there in operation department, but that operation department is not present in departments table. Okay, so let's see how this joins work, how the inner join works. Let's see it. Let me first do the query and then I think you will get what is the importance of inner join. So it was the first name comma e dot department comma d dot location comma d dot budget, and from employees e, and I'm using inner join because we are joining two different tables, departments, and let's say on e dot department equals to d dot department underscore name. Okay, let's understand few things. I have done a few changes in the query. So first thing first, what is E here? So I don't want, because we are working with two different tables, now the query becomes much more complicated. So that's why we need to, for the SQL, we need to highlight it, which column it is from, which table. So that's why E first name, because first name belongs to our employee table. Simple department belong to employee table, but this location belongs to department table, and budget belongs to department table. That's why you can see EEDD. Now what is the EED? From employee, I'm renaming employees as E because I don't want to type the whole employees again and again. And of course, department, I'm renaming it as D. So that's why that D dot something, location and budget, and whatever in your case if you are working with some different datas. Okay, so understood what is this END, which is known as alias, which is shortcut, so we don't need to retype employees in department every time. Okay, now I've used inner join to join these two tables, and on, this is important line, line number 4, on E dot department equals to D dot department underscore nom. This is the matching condition. Line number 4 is the matching condition. Let me zoom in. This is a matching condition, the glue between two the tables. This is the glue between both the tables, employees and department. Let's run it and see the output. Okay, now if you see the output, we have Arav, we have Priya, we have Rohan, we have Sneha, we have Karan, we have Ananya, we have Vikram, we have Isha. Okay, with the budget, with the location, and with the department. And that's what we have selected: the first name, the department, location, and the budget. Do we have, and okay, let me test your how those who are watching me live are paying attention. Which data is missing in the output? Meantime, I will switch to live chat. Someone has pinged and deleted the message. No worries if you're wrong. That's how we learn the things. I'm waiting for y'all. That which data is missing from the table? It's very easy. It's very easy. We already saw both the tables. Which is the missing data? And I can see. Okay. I missed previous session live, was developing face attendance app with AI. Okay. I think Mira. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And see, this is how you should try things. And if you try things, you will be correct. So clap for you. Sorry, I'm not on camera, but I'm clapping for you. I usually appreciate the student who able to give the answer, and you are perfectly correct. Yes, Mira is missing. So Mira, because her department was operations, is missing, and because we have filtered it out on the basis of, see, this is the matching. That's why I'm saying this is a matching condition. If employees department is equals to department's table department name, so we are only interested if this condition matches. So give us the first name, department, location, and budget. That's why Mira is missing out. Hope you understand what inner joins do, and we will be seeing more example on this in the live. Let's jump on to the next topic, which is nothing but, and don't worry, I will be giving you the real example, all the practice questions, real cases, interview questions on all this left join, inner join, everything. But let's first understand the topic, what is inner join, see one example, and then move on to the next topic, and then we will be doing exercise at the end. Okay, so hope you understood what is the inner join does. Inner join just match the two table or join the two table, and on the basis of the condition we have provided. So this is the condition we have provided. Okay, the condition was, it's left side equals to right side, left side is the employees department, right side is equals to the department name, but both of them should have one thing in the common. The department name was the common thing in both of them, then only you will able to join it. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. And we have already seen this in action, live demo, we have done it. So the next part is left join. Okay, so let's understand what left join is. So left join returns everything from the left table. Okay, so right now we have two table. The question arises, which table will be the left, which table will be the right. So the first table you have created in your DB, inside your DB, will be the left, plus the right table will be the second table. Okay, so what does left join does? Left join return everything from the left table, employees, plus matching data from the right table, departments. If there is no match, we get null instead of losing the rows. Okay, if the definition is getting over your head, let's execute and see this in live demo, and then you will understood it through the example. Okay, so I think I required the select e dot first name, e dot department, location, budget, everything is required. Only the changes inner will change to left. Rest everything will be the same only. Now let's execute this, and you will see a different output. And the different output is nothing but here Mira is a different output. Of course, Mira is not present in the department table. That's why her location and budget is null if you are able to see this last row. But she is present in the employees table, which is our left table, first table. So her name and department is coming because this first name is from E. E is nothing but our employees table. E dot department is nothing but our employees department. Okay. So now Mira is in the result, but her location and budget shows null because operation has no match in departments table. Left join never drops rows from the left first table. Understand this, why this happens, why the null value is showing, because what left join does is, just a second, what left join does, it never drops any value from the left table. Left table means our left, in our case, a left table is the employees table. That's why Mira is present over here, because left joined never drops rows from the first table or left table, whatever you are comfortable with to understand this. Done? Okay, let's take a real world example for this. This is a huge for analyst. Imagine checking which employee or employees have incomplete department data. Use left join, then filter where location is null, and you will get that output. If you understand the question, it's okay. If not, let's see one example. Let me have the question on the screen. The question is this: if your manager asks, find employees with no matching department info, means he needs that particular employees or employee with no matching department. In simple terms, that for that particular employee, department is missing. So what will be the query? The query is very easy. First select ename because we are interested in the name, then the department, and this should be, let me remove this all, this is not required now in our case. Up till here it is fine, and we will be using left join D because left join doesn't drop the first table or left side table things. Okay, and left join should be to the departments D. I'm changing the condition. Okay, I think let's have this condition on place 2. I will add something for you all, which is where D dot department name. Let me copy this only to save time. Is null. Okay, let's execute this. First, see this output below 1. We are getting each and everything with the null value, also with all the values also. But here I am just adding one condition. I'm only interested in the department name which has null value. Let's execute this and you will get only Mira's value, because Mira's values in department table, it doesn't have any type of mapping in budget, any type of mapping in department names. That's why we are getting only Mira's value, and this is how you will be able to find. Let me have the question above. In this way you will be able to find employees with no matching department info. So the question was very simple, and this is an interview level question. They can ask you, they can give you the two table and with the 5 rows, 3 or 5 columns, and they will give you this question, this type of question. This is lead code type of question, very basic one. But in level 1 interview SQL, they can ask you find the employees with no matching department, and this is the exact query you need to type. Okay, the query is very simple. It's 5 line of code only. But if you didn't got the question in a first go only, then you won't be able to answer this type of thing. So my motive is to teach you SQL and also understand the question. If I didn't understand the question, how I will able to solve it? I will be stuck on select e dot first name. Okay, so here we need to understand the question, find employees. Okay, I need to find all the employees. S is mentioned with no matching department info. So there you already have two tables, you are aware of it. Okay, so should I use inner join, left join or right join? So first thing first, you should know and be aware of what are the three major difference between them. Okay, inner join, what it does, it doesn't show the null value rows, it drop it completely. It only shows the common name or common thing from both the table. Okay, but what does left join does? Left join will never drop the rows from the left or first table. Understood? So that is why I've used the left join, because I'm interested in the name of that particular employees who doesn't have matching department. But this is not that simple query. First thing first, what I require, name and department of that particular employee from employees table. Okay, because I know it is there, but it doesn't have a matching pair in the other table. That's why I'm left joining it to the departments table, and then this is my matching condition. If this department has a matching name exactly like sales, IT, finance, we already have in this. And also at the same time, we are creating a condition that department name is null. So I'm only interested in those employees whose department name, this D dot department, is a second table who has a null value. So just remember the previous output, only Mira's department name was having a null value, the budget and location. Okay, so that's why only Mira's is coming over here. Give me a thumbs up if you understood this query. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, which is nothing but right join. So jumping on to right join, first let's understand what right join is. Okay, simply, it's very simple. Right join is the mirror image. If you know what is mirror, and if you see yourself in the mirror, that is your mirror image. Okay, so right join is nothing but mirror image. Everything from the right table plus matches from the left table, it used far less often. The definition is a bit complex, but let me complete it. It used far less often because you are usually just swap table orders and use left join instead, but you will still see it. So let know it. Okay, if this definition doesn't went into your head, let me simplify it. The simple understanding is, first thing first, we interchange the left and right of the table. Means employees table was our left table, it will become right, and department was our right table, it will become left. Understood? This is very basic. Now it will try to match the table on basis of our condition. So our condition is department equals to department name. Okay, and it is nothing but, after interchanging the left or right of table, it is just left join only. Okay, let's see an example, the same example here on the screen. Let's see it in the workbench, then I think you all will get it what I'm saying. Oh, I need half of the code. This is not required. Hello code 99G. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. This is your name showing in the live chat. But hello, yeah, welcome to Code with NM. If you are joining first, make sure you subscribe and join our mission to be a software engineer if you want to be a software engineer. I'm not forcing anyone to be a software engineer. Okay, let me update the query, and I will be using right join. Can you please tell me how one can shift from data analyst to data science? I saw something on your Code with NM website. Can I do from there? Okay, there is someone asking in the career shift from data analyst to data science, and the answer will be a bit complex, or else it will take few time. Let me explain this, complete this query and explain the right join to you all, and then I will be happy to answer that, how you can shift your career from data analyst to data science. I'm in final year. Best of luck for your final year, and just tell me in the chat what is the project you are doing in your final year. Okay, this is the query done. Let me execute it and let's see the output. So by looking at the output, and let me, if I this is not zoomable, can you tell what is the difference in the output from left join to inner join to right join? If in one line you can explain. Are you working or student? I'm 30 plus in age, working from last 10 plus years. I'm graduated way back from IIT. I've done my masters from London. I'm an AI scientist. I think this is a lot information about me. I think if you ask a question, this is a compliment to me if I'm looking too young in the videos and everything. So thanks for that. If you are not getting if I'm an working professional or a student, this is a compliment for me. Thank you for that. I'm happy. And of course, for answering each and every one of you, either you are a working professional or a student, up till you are alive, you will be a student of something in life. I'm not just talking about programming. Might in the some point you will be learning cooking for your kids. So you will be a student of something. As of not doing any project. I got placed, so I'm doing anything, any advice. I want to explore new things. I've said I got placed. So in if you got placed in internship, what is the internship you are doing? What is the technology? And is it a paid internship or an unpaid internship? There are much more things in your one question. Meantime, if others, those are thinking on the output, if you do not able to see the difference, let me show you. The difference is on the line number 2. Can you see the difference? Okay, so let me do this, and you all will get this in one go. So first thing first, let me copy this and let me have both the table in front of you. So in that way, you will be, it will be easy to compare for you all. Execute this, and also I will take the screenshot. Let's name it one, and let's change it to departments, and let's execute this, and let me take the screenshot. Okay, I'm only interested up to here. Okay, let's save this too. Left join is loyal, it never leaves the left table. In chat, someone is saying left join is loyal, it never leaves the left table. Okay, this is funny. This is funny in real also. Okay, let me just bring the two table in front of you all. This is the first table. Let me zoom in. This is the second table. Let me place them. Okay. Well, let's leave the salary and hire date. We are only interested in the first name, department, and here also. Okay. Let me. Okay. Now you are able to see both the. First of all, what is your name, bro? Code 99G. 17 CTC joining in Jan 27. I have 4 months. I'm planning to start open source contribution in cybersecurity. Is it worth it now? Yeah, cybersecurity, I think it's not about is it worth or not. It's about what are you planning to contribute into the real world. That creates the worthiness of it. What do you think? For example, let me take one example of Samsung. Like in iPhone and in old Android phone also, we use that black matte sheet to have the privacy glass something. Okay, but that is the physics and the combination of physics and technology into the screen with the help of the software. They have achieved that privacy in, I think, S26 Ultra. So it is not that any technology or anything is outdated. It's how just we take those technology and innovate it to the next level, and then it will become a boom into the market. And of course, that okay, if people are reading chat, this is the first thing. If you are a beginner in those organization, first thing first, I don't want to frame it in wrong way, but don't overdo it. First thing first, that understand the product. In this is how I have done it when I was intern in the my first organization. So what I have done is I have understood the product, understood my team, understood why my what my manager is asking me, why they have hired me, what type of contribution they required from me. I understood those stuffs, and then after understanding what I need to do, what I need to contribute, then I started contributing it. Can I talk to you personally? You can talk to me personally in Discord. LinkedIn, I have so many connections on LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn chat is spammed. If you go and search Nilesh Maurya on LinkedIn, you will find my profile. But uh, if I give you an average of per day, 50 message regularly I get from freshers or internal people, those who are trying to shift from one technology to other, like data analyst to data science, or they are asking me to just recommend their profile to my organization which I'm currently working. So for LinkedIn, it's, for me it is very difficult. I will uninstall LinkedIn from my phone, because constantly in every 1 or 2 hour I'm getting so many message over there. So I just have one way to communicate it, Discord. Hello Sandy. SQL join, most hiccups in the interview. Yeah, that's why I'm spending much more time on joins, because here this is the bottleneck for SQL. This is the bottleneck for SQLs. Engineers are the people, those who are working with the SQL. I'm talking about SQL. People don't get this. SQL is a concept. MySQL is a database management system. MongoDB is a database management system, Supabase. But SQL concept, like there are n number of SQLs. If you know MySQL, SQL Lite, this is a concept. If you know the concept, right join, left join, everything is there in other SQLs and other database management system. So that's why I'm teaching you the concept, the tools. With the help of tools, you create whatever you want to create. I hope in future similar stress will be given on CT, Windows, functions, and subqueries. Yeah, that is my next live is. The moment I understand one join SQL introduced to another. This guy is, I think he's high. Okay, I think now let's jump back to the topic. We are learning what is right join, and after that there is a union, and of course, Sandy, I will be, the next live is all about the CTs and Windows, which will be on Friday. Okay, I'm going step by step. I've already shared the roadmap with you all in the Discord, and make sure if those who haven't joined the Discord, the link is in the live chat. Make sure you joined it. So there is the only way to communicate with me. It's organized in that way. Okay, so okay, let's see the table. This is the employee table. It has name, last name, department. Let's see, only Mira is the, you can see the department operation. Mira is in the particular department which is not present here in the second table, which is finance, HR, IT, marketing, and sales. Also, if you notice, HR department is there, but nobody in our employees table belongs to HR. Okay, understood? There are two things. First, Mira has a one particular department which is not present in the second table, and of course in a second table there is an HR department, and in our employees table nobody belongs to our employees. Understood? So now the table are reversed. Initially our employees table is the left table and right table is the department table. But what does right join do? Right join interchange those. Means this will become, department will become left and this will become right. Means employees will become right. Now after this swapping, right join is nothing but the left join inside it. So what does left join does? Left join doesn't leave any data or any row from the left table. Understood? Left join, what it does, it doesn't leave any row from the left side table. So if you see the output, we have finance, we have HR, we have IT. Okay, sorry, this is not. Let me have that particular code over here and then I will show you. Right join one. I've just copied the code, I think. Yeah, I've copied it. And execute. Now if you see the output, we have the first name, we have department name, we have location, we have, because we are only interested in three things and we have doing the right join. So here if you see, we have that HR one over here, and it doesn't have any employees associated to HR department, so it is having a null value. Why this HR is important? Because now table are switched. The department has become the left table and employees has become the right table. And what is the definition of right join? Right join first interchange the placement of the tables. That is what it has already done. It interchange. Employees was left, it made it right. Department was right, it made it left. And after that, it is nothing but it's simple left join only. Ignore my typing, it is very difficult. to do it with the mouse. So, okay. So after interchanging right join, it's nothing but a left join. And what is left join? Left join never ignores any row from the left table. So in our case, our left table is department. So that's why you see finance, HR, IT, marketing, sales. Those were the 5 department in the left table, and we can see all those datas over here. But here it is a null value because no employees is in the HR department. Now I think you understood what is left, right, and inner join. Okay. And the chat, Sandy is saying, do we need DBMS, internals, normalization, and set theory, etc., join and advanced SQL concept? Okay, it depends for what you're asking, for interviews or for data science, data analysts. It's majorly depend on for what you're asking. Okay, I think someone has joined the Discord. Okay, Abhi, I assume code 99G, your name is Abhishek. I'm assuming it. Your short is Abhi. So make sure you have joined the Discord successfully. But there are certain steps you need to do it. You need to introduce yourself. Once you join my Discord, there are certain steps you need to introduce yourself. Why I've just planned it, because coming to Discord won't give you access to all this channel. You need to introduce yourself, just your name, what you are doing, what you are pursuing, what you are interested in. All this you need to provide here, and then I will provide you the access to all the channel. Why I have done this? Because people are shy to speak in front of interviews or any others. So that's why I've created for those people, those who are shy. First, let them introduce themselves in front of our Code with an M family. Once you introduce, you are open to introduce yourself, then you can access the session notes and other things. Okay. uh, for SQL warehousing and analytical skills. Okay, now this is interesting question. So warehousing, if you want to know where analytical skills, okay, I can answer that, but I'm not sure others are also understanding a question for warehousing. So I'm thinking, should I explain the warehouse or stuffs or not? Okay, I will just directly answer your question, Sandy. I don't want to complicate things. Okay. Yes, we need to learn the solve stuffs you are saying, but my suggestion is don't go uh, in very depth of this all. Why? Because first thing first, you already have, if you have knowledge of select, where, ordered by, group by, having, aggregate function, union, joins, and union all. These are the basic and first essential things. The first essential concept. If you're clear with this, like if I woke up you at a night at 2:30 or 3 and give you any type of questions, you should able be answers. Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you for that. At the Q&A session, we're discussing this, because the answer of this is very big. Can student join the Discord? Of course, for you all, this code with NM is all about. I do everything for the beginners only, and people those who are interested in changing their fields. Okay. So let's I've already explained you. Now the HR shows up, but the null for the first value because HR has no employees. But Mira slash operation, because Mira is in operation department, she disappears from this output because uh, now everything has been reversed. Department is the left table now, and employees is the right table. Okay. So I think you understand what is right and left now. Now let's jump on to the next part. Let me open the PPT and what is next. I think union should be next. Yes, union. So now understand what is union is, and the code with NM is nothing but it's for the beginners who are starting their career or their education in BSc BCA, engineering, IT, or computer science department. Make sure you join it, or people those who want to shift from front end to back end, from one technology to other technology. This is for them, but I always love to follow a roadmap. So I have started with a Python, then I started with data analyst. I will be jumping onto the data science, AI, ML, and LLM apps. So this is my roadmap, and it is also there in the channel description, so make sure you go through it. Sure, Sandy, I will answer each and everything of you. Just make sure you there at the end, because this all stuffs are much more complex, and for the beginners who are seeing Excel, it will be going over and above their head. So let me complete this session, and then I will love to this type of discussion. I love to do it, because this type of discussion I usually do on the people those who are on job with my manager, directors, and my seniors. Okay, so union. What is union? Union is different from join. It doesn't combine columns side by side. It stack a result from two separate queries on top of each other. Again, I will be go slow. Union is completely different from join. It doesn't combine columns like we are doing. We are comparing the columns by side. If they match, we are showing them in the output. If doesn't, we are ignoring them. Like null value, we have already ignored in left and right one. What does union does? It stack result from two separate queries. We will be running two separate queries in a same query, and it will stack each other on top of each other. If this is getting above your head, let's see the code in action. Okay, and if you are doing it with me, it's very simple. Let's have first department. Select department as, and just renaming it underscore list from, okay, sorry, this should be all caps, employees, because employees has a column name department. I'm renaming it as dpt list. Okay, and we are performing union, and I'm selecting the other department, which is department name in other table, and the other table is from department only, semicolon. So the department is in employees, and this department name is another table, which is department, and I am doing union of this two. Okay, let's execute it and let's see the output. So if we get any error, let's fix it, and it's good we get error. Okay, so we get an error. It says union, and the error code is 106. Now what is the error, you think? Now I have also added the semicolon. Am I missing something? Let's see who fixed this. Error code is 1064. It's the basic error code I think SQL gives. What is the thing I miss? Am I have done typo? Anything? I will wait for 3 seconds only, and then I will be showing my mistake. And I purposely do this type of things. One, to check your attention. Second, to generate an error. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think 3 seconds goes in this way. Okay, if you see, I've purposely done a typo in employees table. If you see over here, so let me change it to correct spelling of employees or the table name, and let's execute this, and you can see the output. Okay, sometimes the error is very simple and we overthink it. Okay, this is the output, and this is the union combines the result of two select statement into one list and removes duplicates automatically. Both select must return the same number of column, and you can see sales, marketing, IT, finance, operation, HR. Okay, understood? What does union does? It removes the duplicate values automatically and returns column department name unique value. Simply it's unique value it has written. It removed the duplicate values. So this department from employee, so in employees we have seen we have 2 employees in IT, 2 employees in finance, 3 employees in sales. So it was repeated, like 2 sales, 3 sales, 2 IT. It was repeated department names. So it has removed that, and it only shows 1 sale, 1 marketing, 1 IT, 1 finance. Okay, but this department name also has HR. That's why HR has come, and this operation is from the Meera Joshi, which is in the employees table. Okay, if I show you the output of the first table, see, Arav, it's sales. Sneha, she's also in sales. Isha is sales. Three sales are there, but that duplication has been removed with the help of union, and we are getting only one sales, which is common in department name and in department. Means common in employees table and department table. Same for the IT, marketing, finance, but here Mira also has operation. That's why we have the operation in the output. And in the second table, which is nothing but the department table, we have the HR extra over here, like operation there we have in the table, not extra, but we have that the value in as row in the department table. That's why the HR is coming. Okay, rest finance, IT, marketing and sales are also present. Understood what union does? It's very easy. So there is one more thing, which is union all. What does union all? Union all keeps every row including duplicates. Normal union removes duplicate and has the unique value in the output, and union all do the same, but it also include the duplicate values. So the code is simple, the same thing, but I've added all over here. Let's execute, and if there is an error we will fix it. So there is an error. So the error is on all, on means line number 2 itself, and it says same 106 per. Now you can try to fix what is the error over here. I just added all. After this, we will be jumping into the real world business use cases. I will be having one question on the screen, and then together we will be solving it. Quickly, can you all think what is the error over here? Meantime, let me switch to live chat. I need answer from the people, those who are learning from session 1. No? See, now we got the output. What was the error? Okay, if you don't get it, the error was simple. The IN department. Okay, there was no typo error. If you all are thinking there is any typo error, the error was this. Okay, if you try to give many things in single line, how the SQL execute this, how this DBM is simple MySQL, this is MySQL workbench, how it try to execute it try to execute everything in one line. If the query is getting complex, for example, if you're selecting, also using as, and also the queries from, union, all, select, from, just try to avoid it in a one line. This is the same scenario I've already thought in the first live why we are doing this. Just always try to remember, uh, select department as dep list. This is our query that we are asking our DBMS to select this column and renaming it, but from where? From table name, which is employee. So make sure from employee should come on second line. Then union all, then again what we need to do, and then make sure from where? From our table name, which is department. In this way it doesn't get confused. It's is the working of workbench what we can do. But if what I have done it previously in this way, if you try to execute in the terminal, it will execute perfectly. But workbench, we need to have this type of formatting. Okay, so let's see the output. If you see the output, we have sales, marketing, IT, sales, IT, marketing, finance, sales, again and again, sales, marketing, IT, sales, marketing, and IT. Because what does union does? Union will have unique values, remove the duplicate values from both the tables. But what does union all will do? It will have all the values. It never remove the duplicate values. Okay, that's why we have sales and IT and marketing and finance so many times. Understood? This was the union all. So let's jump on to the next topic. What is it? Okay, business use case. Give me a thumbs up if you all understood what is left join, inner, right join, union, union all. This is very much important because in interview, this type of questions they will give you and you will get stuck on left join, where to use right join, where to use union, where to use union all, or where to use inner join in short. So this is most important thing. Not just about the interview, also on job you will be doing this only every now and then, because there will be more than one table. In real world job, they won't give you a very simple table with 8 data like we have 8 or 6 data. In real world, in SQL, in one table there will be millions of data, millions of rows, and they will have at least 10 or 20 data, sorry, 20 tables with millions and millions of data. So how you will be doing and managing stuff? So for that, make sure you practice every now and then left join, right join, union, or inner join. Okay, so let's put this to work like a real analyst would. Okay, the HR message you, your HR, in short HR manager, message you, I need a report of every department, its location, and how many employees currently working there, including departments with 0 employee, since we are deciding whether to shut down underused departments. This type of, you as a data analyst, you will understand this is a query I need to run on SQL, but for them this is a business requirement, and this type of requirement question is in the red box. You can go through it for a while, and then I have the solution below, but we will also understand the solution. We will break down this problem and then we will understand the solution also. So first go through the question itself. It's nothing but manager needs a report of every department with its location and also how many employees currently working there. So 3 requirement is clear. They need department, every department with its location and employees currently working there. Also they want department with 0 employees, since they are deciding whether to shut down underused department. Understood? So there are many things we need to do with this query. So let's jump onto the workbench and let's start from scratch itself. First thing first, which is coming into mind, they need each and every department, and we have a department table. So let's start with that only. Select and make sure if you are doing this in a multiple line, select should have a indentation after it. And first thing first, I know inside departments table we have a column name known as department, and they want with its location, so I'm will also try to access location from that table. And they want count of employees. Understand how many employees, which nothing but they're asking the count of employees. So how many employees currently working there, so which is nothing but count of employees. So we will be using aggregation function. See, from live 1 up till now I am utilizing each and everything I know, and more of it you don't need to learn many hard stuffs, because this is a simple thing. If you know and master this, your job as SQL engineer or data analyst is confirmed. And this everything is inside department table. So department, and this is DDD because I'm lazy, I don't want to type the departments again and again, so I will be renaming it as D. Okay, I will be using left join for employees E, and my condition will be on D dot same department name. Oh, my bad, typo, equals to E dot department from employees table, that E dot department, we have department employee. Now half of the things is done. For example, they need a report for every department with its location, and of course how many employees currently working, so count of employees working there. Okay, so we need the employees table also, but we need to understand the query that they need every department. So that's why I keep this department in as a left table and made my employees as a right table, because I don't want any department should be missed out, because the question from the HR is nothing but, let me open that for you all. They need every department. This is the hint. This is, you need to understand which table should be left table, which table should be right table. Either you are using left join, right join, or whatever. First you need to bifurcate the table which should be the left or right. So with the help of this every department, I understood that department table should be my left table, because I don't want to miss any of the data from it, and I will be using left join, because the left join is nothing but it never ignores or leave any row from the left table. Understood how I came up with left join, why I'm using left join, and why I have kept the department table as a left table? Because they are only interested in the employee count, not in the any data which it can be missed out. They are not interested in that. They are interested in every department. Okay, understood. And with its location, so we have location in departments table. Let's continue now. I will be, let me zoom out a bit so you can see the complete query in one go. Now I will be using group by. Now I've already taught you what is group by. So what is group by in the chat? If you have done your revision, your homework, some of you should be able to answer what is group by now. What is group by? And then I will be using ordered by. What is ordered by? So ordered, I will explain you what is ordered by. Ordered by is nothing but to arrange the data in ascending or descending format. By default it is at ascending, but then do I am mentioning it, I want the data should be in ascending order. But what does group by does? You all answer in the chat, I will execute the query. Okay, and let's see the output. If you see the output, what they have asked us, department name. Do we get the department name? Of course we got it. They have interested in the location. Do we got the location? Yes, we got the location. Also, they were interested in how many employees currently working there. Working there means nothing but in the department in those locations. So, do we get the number of employees? Of course, we got the number of employees. So, this is the query and you need to be smart to execute it, because the number of employees, we are getting it from the employees table. Nothing else we need from that. To get the number of employees, we are using count of empid. So we have, if we have 8 employees, we will get 8 employees. We have 10 employees, we will get 10 employees, because we are using aggregate function of count. Now also here the condition, what we are trying to do, we are trying to match the department names, which is HR, finance, IT, marketing, sales, with employees department. So with the help of employee ID, we got the employee, but also at the same time that employee is in which department, is it is in finance. So we got 1 finance, 2 in IT, 2 in marketing, that's 5, and we have 8 data and 3 in sales, but we have no employees in HR department. So according to the manager's query, they will be shutting down the underused department. So this is coming from your HR manager and they will be shutting down the HR department itself. Okay, you answer. Someone in the chat said the group's a similar element. Okay. Hope you understand this query, because this is a real business use case. As a job of data analyst, you will be executing this. Not always you will be creating a dashboard and that beautiful stuffs and graph chart, but majorly you will doing this. You will be just sorting the data, giving this type of updates and much more. Okay. Hope you understand this complete, and why I have choose what, why I have choose left join and other things. And this query is nothing but, this business use case is nothing but I have covered in session 2 and session 3. This is session 3 joins and session 2 group by count and everything in one single query. Okay, so let's move on to the next part, which is practice corner. So I have few easy questions, medium questions, and medium hard. Okay, I will be giving you the questions and you try it at your end, and similarly I will try it on my end too, to provide you the solutions. Okay, the question is, let me copy the question on the screen, and I hope you all understood this. If you want this code, do you want this code, tell me yes in the live chat. I will share you this code if you are interested in this code, and if you are interested in the question also, I will share you the question as well as the query output of it. Yes in the chat, I will share you. No, then I will continue. No worries. Yes. Okay. Also for others, those who will be seeing this video offline, I will be creating a PDF and sharing everything in that PDF. So don't worry about that. But make sure you join the Discord, because that everything I will be sharing in Discord itself. Yeah, I think Sandy, I'm not sure you are there in Discord or not, but let me open my Discord. See, this is the session 2 notes. Session 2 notes, what I've taught in that group by having an aggregate functions, and everything is there. And this is what I have taught and given the homework and interview and everything. And of course, if you see, this is, I've attached the live video too, and this is my PDF. Let me open the PDF and show you. This type of session notes I provide everything, a query and everything. For same, I think I same for the Python, I provide everything in the detail, the source code and everything. Okay, this is taking, see the SQL Data Analyst session 2 group by having everything. Of course, at the end you will also find the homework, the practice question for you all. So that's why I always say just join the Discord, because it's easy to manage everything on the Discord. I share each and everything on Discord, a SQL, and then for the pandas for data cleaning and everything for data science I have shared. I think I have also shared the Python fast API codes and everything, Python session nodes and everything. It's used. There is a proper, and everything is free. So I'm not sure why you all are not joining the Discord. Everything is free. Join the Discord, introduce yourself, and get the access. Simple. Okay. Uh, I've shared the question. If not, let me quickly do it. This is very frustrating. The live chat has a limit of sharing. It has a character limit. Okay, this is the question. Let's see if it allow me to paste the complete code itself. Okay, it is not allowing me. So I will have up till here. And for others, I will also share the same in the Discord, but as a PDF. I won't directly copy pasting it in an unprofessional way. I will be creating a proper PDF with the explanation and everything, and I will sharing those things. But for you, the people who are doing with me here live, that's why I've shared this. Okay, let's start with the practice corner. Let me have the question on the screen. Let me remove this and let's paste that here. Okay, and okay, this is after here. Let's hit enter. Still, it is too long. Okay, I think now it is readable. So list every employee's name along with their departments, location. Only show employees whose department has a match in the department table. Understood? It's very easy. It's very easy. This is the basic and the simplest one. First thing first, what you will use. Okay, I have given a hint by mistakenly. I was super excited to solve this type of query, and I given you a hint what to use. The question is list every employees, and people those are watching me live, if you are on a laptop, you are trying everything with me, learning everything and coding everything with me. Just make sure you try this at your end. In this way you will test your knowledge, that you are grasping something out of this live or not. So list every employee's name along with their department, location. Department and location. Only show employees whose department has a match in the department table. So it's very easy. I will give you some more hint. It's first thing first. I'm interested in employee name. So employee name is in employees table. So first name. Then I'm interested in department and location. So now you all understood what needs to be done. If not, let me know. Okay, we will do in this way. It's 9:32. I will give you 2 minutes to solve this. 9:34, I will give you the solution. And in this way, I will create the pressure over you to think on it to solve it. Select that D dot department name location count. Oh, Sandy is very fast. D dot location count. ID as total. Okay. I will copy your query and paste it over here so that others can also see it and understand it. This is your query, and let me have this. Okay, so what has semicolon? What left join? Okay, if you're using left join, Sandy, is your code incomplete? Okay, the other code is here. That's what I was thinking here. Is this an incomplete code? Okay, let me execute this, and I think This is the issue, that's why it generated an error. Okay, now let's execute this, and again it says error. Okay, maybe some, what is missing? On is missing. On here should be on. Now something else is missing. Okay, the department name, the location, count d dot employee ID as total employees from department D, left join employees E. On department D, ID, there is nothing called ID, there is name, and there is nothing called okay, so it should be name, and this group by department ID, there is nothing called ID. So first we need to create then that employee ID. Okay, I've just sorted a few things over here, Sandy, for you. Just, what is this d dot I? It was ID, but how do you got this d dot department ID? There is nothing called d dot department ID in our data. See, we have department, and in other we have department name. There is no department ID. So if I execute this also, it will generate an error on this only. Rest everything is fine. I will go through it. And for others, let me copy the question again. This is the question for others. Okay, if it is 34, okay, it's 36. Okay, let me provide the output, and Sandy, you can also go through with the output that I'm currently doing. Okay, first let me have the question also in the place. Below we have the question, so make sure you all go through it while time I'm just building the query here. Okay, first thing first, we are all aware of that we required first name, FIRST, first underscore name, which is in our employees table, and then we required their department. Okay, and of course d dot location. This is the simplest and easy one, and everything is inside employees, and I'm using inner join, and I will be explaining you why I've used this and inner join, and my condition is e dot department should be equal to, means should matched, e dot department underscore name. Let's understood this. List every employees. I need each and every employees. So first name department, but with their department name and location. That's why I'm using location, but make sure location is in the department table, which is another table, and this department is simply, and first name is simply in our employees table. Okay, so this I need to get it from the other table. Okay, first thing first, understood. Now how I will map this department to location? There is where inner join come in the place. I will try to match the department equals to department name, because the condition which the question is mentioning that they are interested in those department which has a match in the department table. They should have a match in department table. So this is the only condition, and I don't need the count and other things of the employee over here, because this query will ultimately run each and every list each and every employees. Okay, let me just remove the question now and execute it, and I also have an error of semicolon, my bad. Okay, let me maximize this. Employees, okay, yes. Now it executed. If you now see, and let me have the question again on the screen. So first understand the question with its output. List every employee. Do we have each and every employee over here? Yes, we have. except Mira, because Mira's department, we doesn't have Mira's department in the department table. So we should have 8 employees because we have created 8 data. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, we have the 8 data. All 8 data is over here. Means we have successfully listed every employees along their name. So we have listed their first name, their department, their location. Understood? We have listed first name, department, location. Also, the condition was whose department has a match in department table. That was the only condition. So R of sales has a matching. This sales department has a matching in departments table. Yes, of course it's have. And to show it, that's why we are printing the location one. We are getting this location from the another table, and this sales is in Mumbai. Then Priya's marketing is in Delhi. Then IT is in Bangalore. So this location is coming from the another table, and this first two is coming from the employees table. And why inner join? Because inner join matches the common things between two tables. That's why inner join. So this was the simple. Understood? So every time if you see this type of problem, just break it into smaller chunks. That I want name and department. Okay, let me hold my horses and think. Name and department is in one table only. I can use the employee one. Then location is in the other, but how I can correlate the employees and department with location? Oh, the condition helps me. It says department matches the department table. What I am saying is employees department is matching the department table, then print location from department table. That's why the location is coming, but the condition has to satisfy. So this condition is satisfied, then we are getting the location from that table for particular department. Understood? Let's jump on to the second problem. And if you want this whole thing, okay, let me copy the question first and paste it in the chat, and then the solution to it. Done. Let's jump onto the a bit medium one. Okay, this was easy. Now this was easy because we don't need to handle any of the stuffs. Now the request is something else. This is the request. Okay, the into it is too big, I think. Okay, let's read out the question. This is the difficulty level is medium. List every employee's name and department location. Same thing, I think, including employees whose department isn't in the department table. Simply means their location should show as null. This is the another hint I have given you. So we need to do the same thing, like this is the same output we will be generating, but the only condition is we also need those employee whose department isn't in the departments table. Understood? And there is only one employee named Meera Joshi, and the department is operations. Understood? Question. Do you all want some time to try to do it? Because I've shared you the ultimate solution. The previous one is the solution. Only few things needs to be changed over there. So the code is same. The what I have shared with you, the code is same. Let me also have that code on the screen, so you can also try and get a confidence on yourself. Question is, the output is same, the code is same, the output will be changing by one only. We will have Mira also, but what are the changes in the code you need to do it? And I will also give you that hint. There is only one change you need to do it in this code to generate the desired output, which question is asking. Just try it from yourself. I will give you 2 minutes. It's 43 and I will be back on 45. Means I'm here only. I'm turning off my mic. Perfect. Be cool. What is your name? Just type your name in the chat. I think Anjali also gets it. I think now everyone got it. But I will clap for Be Cool and Anjali because they have successfully just given the answer, and clap for you both. I think you hear the clap. I'm not on camera because I just came from the office directly and I'm fully sweat, and my live was scheduled at 8 and came at uh, I think I just entered my home at 8 hours 1 minute, I think. So that's why I'm not on camera. I'm fully sweaty. So yes, you both are perfectly correct. The only change we need to do it over here is we need to change the inner join to left join. That's it. Everything will be same. And I think you both are fantastic in the and you doing good. If you already know the SQL, you're very good. If you're learning this with me, you're awesome because you have done this live. You have solved this medium level question right away in the life. Okay, let's execute and see the output for others. So you now if you see the question asks that they also interested in the location should be null for that particular employees who doesn't have any department relation in the second table. That's what the question was. And let me just give you the question and you can have the answer from Be Cool or Anjali. The question is in the let's move on to the next. Now I've increasing the level and this is medium hard and this is classic interview pattern question, and this all are interview pattern question, but this medium hard is if you are uh, applying for a senior position in data analyst or SQL engineer, they will ask you this type of question. The question is very simple, very basic, but the level is medium hard. The question is find all department that currently have 0 employees. And I will give you 2 minutes because everything under pressure, human performs very well. I think so. I'm not sure about you all, but I perform it. Yes, of course, Sandy, you also have given the right answer. Clap for you. The question is this is medium hard. I am giving you 2 minutes. It's 46. We will be revealing the answer at 48. Find all departments that currently have 0 employees. And I'm very happy that you all are solving this. I'm know you won't be able to see my happiness because I'm not on camera. I will be making sure on Friday I come home early and then I will join with my face. I love to interact with students and learners. The question is very simple, not 2 or 3 lines, but the simplicity makes it difficult. Think on it. We want all departments that currently have 0 employees. And this type of question you will be seeing in each and every interview of yours if you're applying for a data analyst or a SQL engineer or applying as a full stack and you have mentioned the SQL as your database. Then 40 is done, 48 is done. I think people those who are trying, it's very good if you find the answer. If not, let me just give you the solution. I will have the question there and there only. Okay. Let's start to understand the question. So find all department means they are asking us about department because then I need to get the department first. Now, should I get the department from employees or should I get it from the other table which is department? This is the trickiest thing over here. Rest other things are very easy. So I will get it from I will get it from departments table, and I will explain you why. If you are not getting this question and the solution, just bear with me up till I complete this query building, and then you all will understand why I have selected I am done with my query. This is the question: find all department that currently have a 0 employees. Let me copy it and remove it from there. Let's execute this and see the output, and then I will be explaining it to you all. Okay, have I have done any error? Let me check the output. Okay, I've done some typo, I think. DEPRT. I usually do typos and everything. That I have semicolon in place. Employees, EMPLOYAS. Here is the typo. Okay, let's execute this. Okay, we got the department HR and select D, and Sandios also have given the answer. Select the department name, D location from department, D left join, employees, and on. Okay, this is this. Let me copy the Sandy's output also over here and arrange it so you all can also see the output. And good attempt, Sandy. Good attempt. So if you see, your solution and my solution is almost the same. Almost the same. Yes. But the only extra thing, I'm not sure why you have used this d dot location. Why you have used d dot location? Can you explain in the live chat? So I will be happy for that. Rest everything is same. So wonderful job. You have successfully solved medium hard query, but this is unnecessary. I'm not sure why you have used it. Okay. And this is not required. It should be this way. Okay, and this should be, we have emp underscore id. Rest everything is same. So good attempt and clap for you, Sandy. And just explain me why you have used the dot location, or it is by mistakenly you are copied from the previous code. Okay, let's understand this. I've executed and we saw the output, which is nothing but the department name. Here you can see the output, department name HR. Let me have the question again in front of you all so you can understand the query very well. So we are interested in department. I've selected the department name from the other table. So now understand this. What does left join do? Left join have each and every row from the left table, and it ignores whatever there in the right table up unless and until a condition is matched. Means if we matching a condition, it will keep everything on the basis of that condition and ignore everything from the right table, but it can't ignore or skip anything from the left table or left table rows. So the question is, find all departments that currently have 0 employee. So it's simply everything is revolving around departments. Understood? So that's why I have selected the department name from the second table, because that second table has all the departments. Understood? Then I have made department as left table, and left join employees means employee table is my right table, because I am not interested in those data like other data, for example, like salary and other things, last name, first name. I'm not interested in those. I'm interested in department. That's why I have made left table and right table. understood my decision, why I made it, then our condition is simply on the basis of the department, because department name and department, we need to check each and every department with our employees data, that okay, employees data is saying we have 3 employees in sales, and do we have that sales department in department table? Yes, we have. Okay, so it should ignore it. How it will ignore it? Just wait for a few seconds, I will explain you. It will check each and every employee department and match it with the department tables department name column. This is department name column. Now my condition is where e means employees employee id is null. So here we have successfully matched everything. We got 3 employees in sales, 2 employees in IT, 2 employees in finance, 2 employees in marketing. But this department name column has one extra, not extra, but for you I am saying it, one extra department, which is HR. Does HR in this department name has any of the matching department from the employees? No. And that's what we have created the condition we are interested in, where employee ID is null. So this HR has an employee ID as null. Understood? Sandy, I will answer that one. Let me explain this. Okay, I hope you understand this medium hard level, but the solution was easy, but the difficult decision was which should be the left table, which should be the right table, and what should be my where condition, where logic. So this was the where logic, and we have successfully find that department which has 0 employees, which is nothing but HR. Give me a thumbs up if you all understood this. And then after this, we will be seeing 3 interview questions, which is theoretical questions, and then I will be starting with Q&A. So give me a thumbs up if you all understood this. If not, I will explain you again. Which part you didn't understood, just let me know in the live chat. Yes, no, how would I understood? This is two-way, uh, what we can say, communication. See, if you all understood this, give me a thumbs up. If not, I will explain it to you again. Okay, I'm taking it as you all understood this. Okay, let's start with interview question, basic interview question, theoretical questions. So I will be having those questions on the screen, and I think that is the next part in the PPT itself. Yes, interview question. So first interview question is nothing but what's the difference between inner join and left join? They will ask you this question again and again in interviews. Second question is, when would you use right join instead of just left join? Third, what's the difference between union and union all? Okay. So if you want to know the answer one, what is the difference between inner join and left join? Let's have uh, let's have some emoji in the chat. So give me any random emoji if you want to know the first question answer, because this all three are in the interview question. Because giving the emoji, I know you are there on the live and you are learning, because I can see many people watching the live. So make sure you just comment it, and I will give you the right answer, which is easiest to remember. And of course, you need to just provide this answer in the interview. Okay, Sandy is giving me thumbs up. Okay, let's start. I'm seeing people are just giving me random emojis, and this is very helpful. Next time I will try to be more interactive with my face and everything, so you all also can see my excitement to teach you all. And I'm very happy that you have solved the questions in the live, and that is next level. Okay, so answer to this is inner join only returns rows that match in both tables. Left join returns everything from the left table and null for any unmatched column from the right table. Okay, I will give you this in the live chat. The answer to the first question. Let me have in this way one hyphen the answer. I make sure I will be also sharing these things in the PDF. But if you are jotting down the notes here in the live, make sure you write the question or copy the question, type the question, and copy the output. Okay. If you are done with the first question and understood the answer to it, give me any random emoji and we will start with the second one. The second question is nothing but Sandy, your answer is right. Inner join, yes, returns only matching rows from the outside. Left joins returns all rows from the left table plus matches from it. Left join returns everything from the left table, but from the right table unmatched column it will show the null value. Okay, so I've got the random emoji. Let's see the answer for the second question. When would we use right join instead of the left join? This is the most important question. It is not just interview question. You also should understand the answer because you are the one will be using the left and right join. Okay, almost never strictly necessary right join table A to table B gives the same result as left join table B to table A with the table ordered swapped. Most people just stick to left join for consistency, but you should still recognize right join when you see it. Okay, what is this definition is mean about? You understand what is left join, but what I have explained you, right join is nothing but first swap the table and then it is left join. And this is the misconception of many of beginners or people those who are learning SQL out there. So let me first paste the output in the chat and then you can also see it. Now first read the answer to the question. First read it. Yes, union removes the duplicate rows. So I think you are on question 3 now. Okay, let's first answer the question 2 because this is the most important. Because how interview will be tricking you, interviewer will asking you this, when would you use right join instead of left join, and then he will ask you to use it in a query and show. Perfect, your third answer is absolutely right, Sandy, so clap for you. And now I know you are paying attention in the live. So if you gone through the second question answer, it is like right join table A table B gives the same result as left join table B to table A with the table ordered swap. Understood? That's what the definition is. Right join is nothing but swap the table and then it is left join. But most people just stick to left join for consistency. See, if both are doing same, only in right join the table are swapped. Why not to use only one only, left join only, for the consistency and to remember what left join do throughout your career. But if you try to do this, I have added one thing. but you should still recognize right join when you see it. For that, you need to practice both of the join. Don't be that person that use left join for consistency. In real world, consistency doesn't work. The solution for that particular problem, that is only working in real life. Okay, for the next third one, I don't want any type of emoji because Sandy already answered it. Of course, he is right. Union removes duplicate rows from the combined result, and union all keeps every row including duplicates and is fastest since it skips that deduplication step. Let me copy and paste the answer for the third. Okay, so let's jump on to the next slide, and which is nothing but what we have learned today. We have learned today inner join, left join, right join, union, left join plus null. That's what we have learned today. So this is a basic, very speed recap, because I know you all are smart, you don't need recap. So practice. Okay, the homework is nothing but find every department total salary cost including department with 0 employees. And this is very interesting homework. Make sure you try to do it, and this all homeworks I will be adding into the PDF and sharing into Discord. Make sure the people who are joining the Discord, they are not just joining, they are also going to introduced and introducing yourself to unlock to get the access to all those channels. So make sure you all introduce yourself. Okay. Okay, and I've seen the many of you have sent me the request on Discord. After the live, I will be accepting for others too. Okay, the second one is use union to combine employees name and department names into a single column. The third is find the employees whose department is not in the department table. If you want a hint, I can give you a hint. Reuse the missing data query from what I have thought in this live. The last one is attempt today's 3 practice corner problem if you haven't yet comment your answer. So those who are doing it live with me, those who have already answered it, make sure you just attempt this 3. Others who have not done, those who will watch this video offline, make sure you try to do it. I came today, what is my homework? Sure, first thing first, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in pin in this live chat. Once you join the Discord, make sure you introduce yourself here in introduce yourself channel. Once you introduce it, I will give you the access to all the channel, and then here in session notes I will be providing you PDF. Like in this way you can see the PDF. In that PDF I will be sharing today's live session notes, all the queries and the homework with all the problem statement we have solved. Okay, and of course if you want the data and everything, I have shared the resource and everything over here for the other things, and how to insert the values into the tables and all those I've already shared here. Okay, so if you are not getting from where I can get that employees table which I have created, so that you can find in my session 1. This is my session 1 PDF. You can download it, and there you will find that 8 employees data. I've already given the query inside this PDF. Okay, it's systematic. You just need to follow the Discord and everything, and then you will find your homework for today's live. Okay, now let's jump on to the Q&A session. Open floor for live Q&A for the remaining time. And yes, for the next session, and of course, yeah, great work today, each and everyone. Those who are learning SQL live, each and every one of you are fantastic, awesome, great, and you are doing good in your career life. Why I am motivating you? This motivation is important because you are learning and you are serious about your career, your education. So you are great, you are fantastic. In next session, which is live 4 phase 4, we will be learning subqueries and CTEs. where we learn to write a query inside another query. Okay, and make sure you like, subscribe this channel. That will motivate me to create this type of bootcamp and series for you all, because this is absolutely free for each and every one of you. So make sure you subscribe this channel. That will keep me motivated. Okay, now let's start with today's Q&A. Perfect, Sandy. Sandy in chat is saying right join because SQL reads top to bottom, and left to right. Developers prefer left join for readability. Any right join can be flipped, of course. But what about the scenario like someone have a right join query, Sandy? Then of course you need to know what right join does. If you're aware of the concept, if you know how to use right join, then if in an organization many people work together, so we can't just imagine what type of query they will be executing. So that's why we need to know each and everything. Okay, so now Q&A. Let me, Sandy, I will answer each and everything from top. Let me scroll up the chat from the start, what you are asking. We will go one by one. Okay. Okay, and I can see people have started introducing yourself. Raman, welcome to Code with NM family, and I've just provided you the access. Make sure you just refresh your Discord if you're using it through browser, or if you're using through an application like I am doing it. This is Discord app, so just close it and relaunch it, and you will get all the access to all the beginner Python you have completed. So make sure you go through my Python playlist on the YouTube. Just go to Code with NM playlist and go through all those 13 video, and you will be an intermediate in Python. Okay, now I will start with Sandy. I'm final year. Okay, be cool. In the live chat, he's saying I'm final year BCA student. Should I go with MCA, where I prep for any MCA entrance exam or any job from campus placement? Okay, this I have already just told in many lives how I prefer this thing. First thing first, make sure you go and have a industry level knowledge. Means join any organization. It is good if you are getting it from campus placement. If not, just create your LinkedIn profile and then apply for a job and do an internship, get a permanent role, which is nothing but a fresher role for you all, level 1 engineer, SD1. For doing that, you will understand how industry works, how a team works, how a product work in an organization. So at least 6 months or 1 year, how good you are in grasping the knowledge, you will be learning many things in and around that organization, company or MNCs. Once you learn it, then second year you will start contributing it very well, and of course you will have a hold of that thing, used to of that thing. Then in second year, apply for your masters. Okay, how I have done my masters is, I was on a job and my many friends went to directly for masters. They completed their masters. At that time it was 2 years. Right now I think it's somewhere in 2 years, somewhat of 3 years, depending on the what tech stack or technology you are enrolling into. So I have a 2 years field knowledge, and they were masters. Then they started applying job. They were thinking that they will get a bigger package compared to me. What has happened is company were treating them as a fresher, as a newbie, because they haven't worked in any of the organization. And I have worked with a big MNCs, and I have 2 years of experience. After that, I completed more 2 years, and then I went for my masters, having my job and doing my masters simultaneously. It was very difficult to do college and while you are working, but I manage anyhow. Once I completed my masters, I was 6 years of experience with a master degree. Then I switched organization. I think I switched at that time. I switched three, and after completing my masters, I switched one. I jumped into the ML stuffs and AI, and from there my journey has begun. After 6 years, I started contributing in ML and AI, and I have 6 years of experience with masters, and I've done my masters from IIT Bangalore. So that's a prestige college, of course. So my package was exponentially increased. And after completing my masters, I then went to London for the further studies and becoming an AI scientist. So this is how you need to plan it. This is how I planned it. Nobody was there to guide me. It was all my research and everything, and trying and testing over myself, my career. But I don't want you all to test it and try it. Don't directly go for masters in any of the field. First have a field knowledge, hands-on knowledge, experience in an organization, and after that go for masters in any of the field. It's not about software engineering I'm talking about. I'm talking about MBA or anything else you want to go it. Okay. Hello, Manas. Okay, now let's start with answering Sandy's question, because there are too many questions there. Let me scroll in the live chat. If I got an opportunity to learn more, then now also I want to do PhD. If I get a chance, so I will do a PhD. I don't want to stop my uh, this education or curriculum activities in education. I keep on doing many projects and sell those projects in Japan or Dubai or in Germany or US. I love to do this type of stuff. So I also teach offline, and of course I am sitting with you all in this live. So you all can do all those stuffs, but first get that strong hold on few things. Like for example, if you want to be a data analyst, be an awesome data analyst. No SQL, no Panda, no Seaborn. You should know Python, at least intermediate. No GitHub. Just understand the data, relation between datas, and you will get this type of stuffs once you work for an organization. You can't just sit at home and just assume that I'm growing in knowledge. Of course you're growing in knowledge while not just seeing my YouTube channel. You can go and see any of the YouTube channel which is giving an increasing worth in your life. But learning one thing and working in an organization within team, that is other thing. Okay, so soon enough, once I complete my AI bootcamp, which is next year 2027, I will be starting doing a contribution project. I will be creating a GitHub repo. Inside that, I will be starting with a, for example, like just giving an example. I've not planned this right now, so I will be starting with a Python backend, and I will be selecting 5 best student out of you all. I will be taking a very small exam, and I will be starting with that. And there we will be working on a one project altogether, and you will be contributing in that project, and then we will try to sell that project. So you will learn how an industry expert works, what are the architecture I will be using in those repos, what are the tech stack I'm using, am I using VS Studio or not for coding, and how I am selling this. Those things you will be learning, but this I will be starting after I complete the AI. And this type of stuff nobody is giving on the YouTube. I think they are just making AI. Do this with the AI, do that with the AI. And what about interview? AI will give your interview. You are the one who is giving the interview, not the AI. Okay, what project I should do? Okay, let me answer the Sandy's question, and then I will be come to you. Give me a minute. I'm just scrolling. Sandy, can you just copy paste few of your questions? I just found the first one, which is that normalization and set theory joins and everything you have asked for warehousing and analytical skills. Can you just copy paste your question again here so I can have it on one place, and it will save our time and I can answer those quickly. Okay. So I've already answered this. Yes, Sandy, you can do it. Normalization and set theory, everything you have asked, but not everything need the same detail level of learning. Okay, for data analysts, if I am learning data analyst as a learner, I would prioritize few of the topics, and I will be frequently working and mastering them. The few of the topic which is SQL core topic, which is nothing but select, where, ordered by, aggregated function, group by, having, joins, subquery, CTs, Windows function, and case studies for data engineering functions, null handling, set operation like union and union all, query execution order, which I already taught in my last live, that how query execute. For example, how Java code execute, how C++ code execute. Okay, how Python code execute, how interpreter and their compiler execute this type of code. There is also a method where query execution order, this is a concept and you should learn it. In my previous live I already taught how query executed. Okay, and some DBMS concept, the fundamentals like DBMS versus RDBMS, primary key and foreign key, constraints, normalization, of course, relationship, indexing, and transaction, and ACID basics. If you already started with DBMS in your college, or if you know about DBMS, you should know about ACID basics. Okay. And then knowing all this is enough for a job. You don't need to go very deep in DBMS internals like storage, engine, buffer management, locking internals. I think there was a concept, let me remember, query optimization, uh, unless you are targeting for database engineer role or DBA role. Okay. Okay. I have asked about data domain job. They have mentioned. How much English is important for communication? My English is very bad. I rate myself in English. I think out of 10, I rate myself 2 or 3. I'm not good at communicating in English. And English is not that important for communication on job. It's that you should understand what they are speaking and you should able to answer it. Okay. I rate myself at 3. So understand, if I am at 3, my English is not that good. And yeah, for Sandy's here, you asked that data domain job, like they have mentioned DWH and data modeling and Kimball and dimension stuff. Yes, absolutely. Those topics do matter for data domain, data analyst role, especially when the job description mention data warehousing and data modeling, like Kimball methodology and dimension facts and etc. I'm not going into the that detail level. Okay. If you're specifically targeting those things, those roles, then you need to do it. And for example, like facts and dimension table, star and snowflakes, schemas, if it is mentioned in job description, if they are mentioning you, you need to do it, because that is their job requirement. And of course, if you want, haven't ignored those topic. I'm intentionally keeping those after we build a strong SQL foundation, because many are beginners over here. They should know the SQL fundamental first. They should understand SQL first, then we will talk about data warehousing and other stuffs, data modeling. Okay. And we will also discuss this topic later on. I will try to include this DWH concept, like OLPT versus OLAP, fact was a dimension, star was a snowflake schema, Kimball approach, ETL and ELT, real world analytical data model. Those who are not getting this, what I'm saying, this is only to Sandy, because I think he is very much good at SQL and other stuffs. So our goal is to first understand SQL, and we will be comfortable in writing the different types of difficult queries, easy queries, and medium query. Then we will shift to data warehousing, that is something else, data modeling. Okay, I hope I answer your question. No problem, sir. Yeah. Okay, so question from Mr. Bitfree. Okay, your channel, your YouTube name is okay, but can you comment your real name? due to my limitation over code with NM, I won't be able to answer this in Hindi. But I understood your question. He is asking that uh, my question is, in future, can AI will help or make data analyst job easy, or else it can replace? So first thing first, AI will never replace anyone's job. Understand this. There is a industry transformation. There is no job is going because of AI. AI is just we have scratched the surface. It's narrow only. It's not broad. It can only see if you are seeing an YouTube video or short. AI can create a simple backend APIs, a simple UI, or a very beautiful AI. That's it. That's the limit of the AI. Do you think company like Google, IBM, Microsoft, they're creating the AI, but are they using the AI inside their organization? Of course not. Everything related to money, and if everything related to business value and money, you will be much more uh, secure and taking your decision securely and giving your trust to humans, not to AI. Okay. If you rate yourself 3 in English, then I am 10. Oh, that's very good if you are very good at English. I think English is just a medium of communication. But you all should be good at software engineering, because this is the thing we will be earning. Communication is the second thing. Being a software engineer, to know code, to understand code is the first thing. Okay. So I hope I answer your question, Mr. Byte Free, that AI will never be replacing us. Of course, we can use AI into our analysis, and there will be at end I will be doing one live. We will be using one AI. Any of you name it, Gemini, Claude, or GPT, we will be using it, and I will be showing how you can use AI in data analysis. No, it's negative 10. I think you are you're funny. Because if you're understanding me and you're constantly communicating in English, your English is good. Might it can be good compared to me. He asked every YouTube. Okay, every YouTuber is telling DA will replace by AI tools and analytics engineer. And it's in simple words, it's bullshit. Pardon my language, but that's impossible. See, impossible. No, AI tool means agents, AI agents. I myself in IBM has created agents to replace QA. QA team. What is QA? What is the job of QA? Means tester. So did IBM fire all the testers? No, not at all. We have created an on a Watson. I am just sharing the insiders. On the basis of Watson, we use the Watson, which is the AI of IBM. We have created agents which will help tester to test the software or the application. They will help the tester. They won't replace the tester. Yes, project for your campus. Are you asking for data? Sorry, I'm answering many things. So let me scroll up. I think you are data analyst. I learn Python pandas and data via from Kaggle micro course. What should be my next step of project along with the learning with SQL? Okay, first thing first. You learn Python pandas, yes, and data. Do you learn visualization in Python? Yes or no in the chat quickly, and then I will answer you many things. If you learn Seaborn and okay, yes. Do you learn Tabular or Power BI? Do you have created an interactive dashboards? Yes. Then you can jump onto if you know SQL inside out, then you can jump onto uh, creating the projects. Okay. If I let me open SQL. Okay, this is, if you all are seeing this, this is my roadmap up till 6 live. So if you know the filtering, aggregation, join relation, the next is subqueries and CTs, then Windows function, data manipulation, and then advanced SQL, and after that capstone project. So I think if you have done with all this, you are on the capstone project. No tabular or Power BI. Okay, then you need to know tabular or Power BI. And if you want to learn it, you can go onto my channel, and I have created a playlist named as Data Analyst. Let me show you. This is my channel, and here you can see Power BI dashboard, data visualization in Power BI, from installation to creating an interactive dashboard up till there. So you can go through in past stream, you can go through here, or else you can jump onto the live and you just uh, go through my all the videos on the Power BI, because Power BI, pandas, intermediate Python, Seaborn, and this all we are learning SQL, everything is a package. Then you can call yourself as a data analyst. Okay, now I will answer you what type of project you can do into your campus placement. So the best I can say is e-commerce sales or e-commerce analytics. Use your knowledge, showcase your data, and keep your data in SQL. Use Python and showcase and create an interactive Power BI dashboard. So this will be an end-to-end project. Clean raw sales data which is inside SQL with the help of Python, with help of course Panda. Store and query use data using MySQL. Use SQL for business questions, means you yourself create a question and how you have solved it with the help of SQL or pandas or Python. Then you need to have a KPIs like revenue, profit, AOV, growth, and customers, top products which is selling, and build an, of course I've already said, this interactive dashboard, and have a 5 to 10 actual business uh, pain you're solving through this project. This type of project you all should do in the end year. Why? Because see, project you will find on internet, but ask yourself, does this project actually solving a real world business problem? If yes, do that project, create a black book, and make sure you have this project in your resume, and then apply for a data analyst. In the interview they will ask you about your project, and they will ask you what this project is, it solving a real business problem, and then you answer it, and if it is correct, you will be hired as a data analyst, because they want a real world problem solver. Of course. Second, you can do HR analytics, employee attrition, that I've already shown into my life. You can do that. You can learn from there. I've already provided the data and everything. That is real world data. Third, you can do customer churns or subscription analytics. This is very trending, this subscription analytics. You can do it using SQL, Python, and again Power BI. Why this is very trending? Because Jio has a subscription, Netflix has a subscription, each and everything is on subscription base. Hi, Sandy is asking, hi, we can accept all your YouTube playlists will be freely accessible. I've already promised this, and again I'm promising this. Anything I'm teaching live on YouTube will be free up till I am alive. After that, I don't know who is accessing my YouTube or controlling it, but up till I am alive, everything I'm teaching on YouTube is free. But if something is paid that I have not taught on YouTube, will be paid like 49 rupees, 79 rupees, 69 rupees, or 99 rupees. The project I am doing, like for example, I am waking up from 1 up till 4 in the morning, 1 a.m. at night up till 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm doing a project, so I will try to sell it in 69 or 99 for you all. If you are interested to buy it, you buy it, but I never upsell anything in live or on my YouTube. If people, those who want to create their bold profile, they will buy those projects, or else I am giving each and everything in the live itself, which is free, and it will be lifetime free. My definition is, if I'm teaching this on YouTube live or in offline video on my YouTube, it will be free. For example, I'm doing that DSA video, 35 videos for the learners who are interested in DSA. I've divided in that complete DSA into 35 videos. Anything required for that DSA, any code or anything, it will be free because I am teaching that on YouTube. If something I'm not teaching on YouTube, that will be paid. And it is bare minimum 99 rupees. I think many of you have went for Spider-Man brand new day. The ticket was more than 400 and 500. So people are spending 400 and 500 out there, but for their career they are thinking to spend 99 or 69 and 79. Okay, but it is completely on you if you want to buy it. For example, if I want to show you, there are free stuffs. I have hundreds and hundreds of projects on my website. So my website is codewithnm.com. Let me paste that in the chat too. This is my website. Here you need to, let me log out. Here you need to sign up with a simple Gmail. You can find the story about me, my LinkedIn profile, everything is over here. And there are a few projects I have done. The free projects I have done, it is free, and there is paid project also. If you find a paid project, which is this is very simple game I've created in 99, and you can also try the demo of it live. If you want to play with your friends, you can play it. Okay, and everything you can have the source code and everything. This is paid one. I'm selling it into 99 because the game creation of game is easy, but the UI was difficult, the color combination, everything. But there are few free projects also. If you see this, I've created a modern UI pop-up model, worksphere, the country guess game. This is in completely in the Python. I've used the request library, which is used for the APIs and everything in Python. This is, I'm selling it completely free. There is, I think, 400 or 500 lines of code. This I have done it. I think it took me 1.5 hours to code this. I don't use AI and anything to code. I don't like to do it because then there is a knife. It has a sharpness. If you constantly use that knife, it will be dull. Then you need to resharp it again. It's the same thing. If you're coding yourself, debugging yourself, you will be a sharp knife. But if you start using AI, chat GPT, Gemini and Cloud, your debugging skills, your coding skills, slowly it will be gone, and you won't be identifying that one day you're completely depend on AI. Small thing also, you're just copying it here and pasting it in the chat GPT or Gemini, whatever you are using. So you are the copy paste engineer, you're not a software engineer. So make sure you do many things on your own. And each and every project, like this project, I have hundreds project I have done. Many of them it will be freely available on my website, so you can go, and it has a proper instructions what needs to be done, installation steps, and for what it is perfect for, what technology I have used, like take enter request, pillow library and other stuffs. Okay, and I will be as I get time on Sunday only, after live I add the free or paid courses over here. Also, you can try the quiz. All the quiz I've created, this is absolutely free, 1000% free. You can test your knowledge. For data analyst, I've created the quiz, but I'm not getting the time to upload it. Once I upload it, I will make sure to give you a heads up in live or in Discord also, so you can go and try the quiz for data analyst also. This is for the Python. And career guidance, those who want to connect with me can enroll for the career guidance. I've already given the career guidance for free for first 10 learners, and that is already done. Right now I have 32 students, and career guidance because it takes my 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours, and it is designed in a good way. First I will understand your story, learn about you, then I will jot down everything from your consent, and then I will try to give you what is good for your career, the insight. Then second, we will be meeting for your profile shaping, like GitHub, LinkedIn and everything. Third, we will be meeting for the applying for job and getting yourself placed. So this is not a career guidance of 3 days. This is months of career guidance, because after first I will give you some task that you need to complete it and come back after 1 month or 2 months, whatever timeline we both sit and decide for yourself, you're benefiting. Okay, then once you come, then we will start doing your profile shaping. Once that is done, and after 15 or 20 days, again we will be meeting for your third career guidance session, which is applying on job. If you're interested in India, how to apply in India. If you're interested outside India, how to apply. And this all I'm talking is only of 99. Why it is 99? Because I need to store your data, and of course that it is costing me the database, but leave that, it is consuming my time. People, it is only 60 minute session, 1 hour session, but people don't leave. They just sit and talk to me for more than 1.5 hour, 2 hours. That's why I made it paid. It's just only 99 only, but you will have 3 sessions with me, a proper guidance from an industry expert. I'm not sure the people, those who are out there on the YouTube, are saying any of the things. Just go and comment on their channel. Have they work in any other organization? Ask them their LinkedIn profile. If they work, they have a LinkedIn profile. They should have their LinkedIn profile and proper resume and everything. Okay, because I have worked, I still working, I have my proper LinkedIn and other things. So this is all I have done for you all to be a market ready software engineer. Okay, yeah, it is paid and it's just 99 only. Someone in the live chat, be cool. And I already explained why it is paid, because the knowledge I have covered in more than 10 plus years, I'm just giving it freely, learning curves and everything on YouTube, but where my time has been invested, because I'm very short on time. It's very difficult to wake up early in the morning, go to the job and directly come on the job and sit live, make the resources, think right, find the right things, right examples, right queries, right resources for you all. Then after that I sit and just add the timestamp once this video is offline. Then I have my dinner. After that I start creating the projects and everything. So many of the project I will be doing, selling it for free, and some of them which takes my effort, so I will be selling it for 99 only. Sandy in the live chat, can you clear with 1 or 2 line? Okay, everyone's saying vibe coding and AI agent is taking code slash dev roles. Okay, only 2 lines. Okay, so vibe coding and AI agents are changing how developer works, not simply replacing developer. uh, the advantage will go to developer who know the fundamentals and can work along with AI. They can build faster, debug faster, validate faster, and solve real problem faster. So you need to learn how to work with AI. They won't replace you. Simple. And I will be teaching you how to work with AI. When do you enjoy? This is my enjoying. Be cool, this is my enjoying. I love to teach, I love to interact with people, I love to guide them. When I was in school, I did the same thing with my friends. When I was in my college, I did the same thing. I love to teach. I used to taught 10 or 12 of my friends in 10th grade. In 12th, I took science, and then JEE, of course, and then AIEEE. So I love to teach. So I do this. And of course, I teach offline. I am teaching offline from last 14 years in Mumbai. Of course, I'm born and brought up in Mumbai. But now I'm doing it, I'm taking it out of Mumbai up till India or global level. Because I have people from South Africa, Germany, US, and they all are there in the Discord. So joining Code with NM family will give you the exposure. You can connect with them and have a good conversation with them. Okay. Anything else you all want to ask me? If not, we can wind up the session. Okay, I will wait for 1 more minute. No queries. Okay, thank you for responding. I love this two-way type of communication. Okay, so I'm on a mission to make you market ready data analyst as well as SQL engineer. Code with precision, ship with vision. Subscribe now and join the mission. I will see you in the next live, which is on Friday, 8 p.m. IST. Take care. God bless you. Bye. Good night.